Most people enjoy eating snacks like Doritos, Starburst, or even pickles, but who actually looks in the ingredients in their food? It may not be a shocker to find that there are unhealthy ingredients in your Starburst or Doritos, but would you be surprised to find that there are unhealthy artificial dyes in your pickles or oranges? According to Refrigerated Frozen Foods, with 77% of Americans actually reading food labels, only 71% are looking at sugar when reading the nutritional label. Many people don't look out for these artificial dyes because they are unaware of the dangers of them. In my speech today, I'm going to try to attempt you to direct away from eating foods with artificial dyes. To stress the importance of why you should avoid artificial dyes, I will not only identify each of the dangerous artificial dyes, but I will explain how they can affect your immune system, cause cancer, and cause hypersensitivity, especially in your children. So, you may have heard of the red dye 4D before, as it is one of the most popular dyes used in our foods. You can find red 4D in your candies, sodas, sports drinks, juices, packaged snacks, condiments, dairy products, cereals, baked goods, and even packaged fruit products. It's in food that you would least expect to find them in, but red 4D isn't the only dye to look out for. So let's identify the 9 synthetic dyes that are approved by the FDA for use in our food. So the dyes that are approved by the FDA are called Blue Number 1, which is also called Brilliant Blue, Blue Number 2, which is also known as Indigo, Citrus Red, Green 3, which is also known as Fast Green, Orange B, which is no longer used in the USA, but was never officially banned, so you can still use it if they wanted to. Red 3, Red 40, Yellow 5, and Yellow 6. So let's look about how these dyes can affect our immune system. Artificial dyes have been known to negatively affect our immune system. Foods that contain artificial dyes cause an inflammatory response in the immune system. The dyes cause the immune system to activate and produce more white blood cells. According to the Immune Reactivity to Food Coloring by Aristo Vandani and Charlie Vodani, the molecules of synthetic dyes are small, and the immune system finds it hard to defend the body against them. They can also bond to the food or body protein and thus are able to act in a stealth mode to disrupt the immune system. The consumption of these synthetic food colorings and their ability to bind with body proteins have a significant consequence. This consumption can activate the inflammatory cascade, which can result in induction of intestinal permeability to large antigenic molecules and could lead to cross-reactivities, autoimmunities, and even neurobehavioral disorders. Not only do food dyes cause a disruption to the immune system, but they can also cause a disease called colitis. According to an article called Food Dyes May Cause Disease When the Immune System is Dysregulated by Mount Sinai, the study conducted in mice found that mice develop colitis when they consume food with artificial dyes such as red 40 or yellow 6, when a specific component in their immune system, known as cytokine IL-23, was dysregulated. So now let's talk about how these food dyes are linked to cancer. There have been many studies to show that the correlation between food dyes and cancer are there. According to 10 snacks made by petroleum-based chemicals linked to ADHD, nervous system issues, allergies, and even cancer by Jenny Hills, a 2012 review of the dangers of food dyes in food found that certain colorings approved for use in the U.S. are contaminated with carcinogens. Red 40, Yellow 5, and Yellow 6 were found to contain benzene, which is a known cancer-causing compound. The scientists who conducted this study recommended that all food dyes be removed from the market as they provide no nutritional value. Research from the 1999 found that tetrazane in sunset yellow, which is also known as yellow 6, can be found contaminated with benzene as well. One study involving cancer found that blue 2 and red 40 increased the incidence of tumors found in animals. So let's now talk about how these artificial dyes can cause hypersensitivity. Artificial dyes have been proven to cause hypersensitivity, especially in children. According to 4 Incredible Harmful Effects of Artificial Dyes Have on Our Children by Tricia Shea, red 40 has been shown to trigger hypersensitivity in children. Yellow 5 has been linked to hyperactivity, hypersensitivity, and unfavorable behavioral effects in children. Studies show that the elimination of these artificial food dyes in these children's diet may help with the reduce of symptoms of ADHD and other behavioral problems in children. Children are more prone to have these effects as their body is smaller than adults. Finally, let's talk about how making the next trip to your grocery store easier when looking out for artificial dyes. So if you go to the store and you're curious on whether or not a product has food dyes in them, don't worry because it's super easy to check. So the list of ingredients should be underneath the nutritional facts right here. So you're going to look down at this list and you're going to look out for any of the artificial dyes that I've talked about earlier. You'll see that this pack of Goldfish has only paprika extract for coloring, so it doesn't have any of the artificial dyes. But if that confuses you a little bit, don't worry because I have an easier alternative. So there's an app called Yuka, is Y-U-K-A, and all you do is use your phone and you scan the barcode right here. And it's going to pop up a list of all of the additives in the food coloring. So it's definitely a lifesaver and it makes your grocery trip a little bit easier. So in conclusion, as you can see, these artificial dyes are unnecessary in our diet. They cause many health problems, including immune dysfunction, cancer, and hypersensitivity. There are many health alternatives like dyeing your food with vegetable, fruit, herb, or spice dyes. Food companies need to put the health of their customers first and get rid of these artificial dyes in our food. I hope that you have a better understanding of the dangerous effects of artificial dyes, and next time you go to the grocery store, I hope that you double check the food label. Thank you.